Actually, it's a good thing I have this ring on, otherwise I'd probably be fucked. Alright. I mean, I can try some of these, but I don't think any of these are gonna work, you know. I can try lightning. I don't think lightning's gonna work on this boss, but I can give it a shot. Lightning doesn't seem to be doing that much damage to him in comparison to what I was doing before. I don't know, it's actually doing a little bit more damage. Gotta stay patient. What the fuck was that about? What was he doing there? I'm getting extremely lucky right now, but I'll take it. I don't know. See, I'm doing it again. Reflexively, I want to dodge, but my dodging sucks right now. Oh, it teleports! I didn't know that! I didn't know you fucking teleports! Dude, that's crazy! I didn't know he fucking teleports! trying to do. He's trying to ruin my line of sight by doing this bullshit. Oh no! You! Oh man, oh, Soul Slave Knight Gale, Blood of the Dark Soul. Oh my god, I have to admit, guys, he was quite possibly one of my favorite, if not the best boss ever in Dark Souls. I kid you not, he's better than Quinn in the first game, he's better than the Chandra for sure in the second game. The Chandra was actually not that tough. The only problem with the Chandra is her curse. Bullshit, you know. and you go into Dark Souls 3, the main game. I mean, you had Nameless King, which I thought was a really good fight, even though I died so many times. But I was over leveled for this fight, so and I had the Ring of Favor and Protection +3, so that obviously really helped me out. And of course, for the last thing, I ended up doing this, which at first you thought, oh shit, I'm gonna die. I came prepared this time, motherfucker, and I got all my health back, and I blocked, and I beat him. But boy, man, he is crazy, man. Gale, wow. Wow, man, that was truly the way to end Dark Souls. They threw the kitchen sink and everything at this DLC, but is the DLC good? Like, does it stand up against everything else? Honestly, when you're looking at Dark Souls titles only, I'm not talking about Bloodborne, Dark Souls titles only, this is the best Dark Souls DLC, period. But we're looking at From Software and the best DLC ever made from a Souls-like game from Software. The DLC that still outranks this by bar none is the Old Hunters DLC from Bloodborne. You start off with an epic boss of Ludwig, the Cursed, I believe his name was. Then you go into this whole thing, you know, with the study room and the experimentations, and then you have to fight what the hell was the name of that boss? How was the bosses in the second one? It was something. It was well, actually, I just remember I have stuff I need to make go live again. Hey, this is the last video I uploaded, so. Oh, whoops! I forgot to do that. I'm trying to think. It wasn't the Orphans. It was the Living Failures, I believe the name was. Was it? Let me see. Oh my god, my hands are still quivering, man. Yeah, the Living Failures was the other boss fight, although I kind of ranked that as a meh boss, because all it was an attrition boss. Then you had immediately following that boss, you had another boss called Lady Maria. You're like, what the fuck? Another boss after another boss after like you can fight a boss and you can fight another boss. Lady Maria of the clock tower, and then once you beat her, you have to go through the fishery? What the fuck is called that? Let me see. Bloodborne, let me see something. Areas? Or was it locations? Yeah, it was locations, okay. But then we had the, what the hell was that? The old hunters, let's see. The old hunters location, we had, of course they don't really say this. What the f- That makes no fucking sense. That's not what I put on there. Upper Cathedral War, the old Hunters DLC locations they don't have. Instead, they just redirect me to this, the first sick room. Who is, you know what? Let's do this. The old Hunters locations. Obviously, Effectual Life is being done with their fucking nonsense. I'm not gonna. The old Hunters. Let's try this one. Again, they said the same shit. Why is this being like, what it? Oh, I see. Oh, okay, I see. Alright, let's try this. I see, the old Hunters, it might just be referring to the, Alright, I think I understand what's going on here. There we go. There's the no. The Fishing Hamlet. There we go. Yes, the Fishing Hamlet. Then you go through that entire area. You have to fight these disgusting fish people. No, that's the Curse Brew. I don't really care about that. The Fishing Hamlet. What the hell the enemies were in here? Let's see. Does it say? You had the Shark Giant, by the way, which I thought was fucking crazy when I first fought him. Oh my god, I was like, what the fuck is that? Remember that video? If you guys haven't, guys gotta check out that DLC. That thing was fucking crazy. Bananas. Yeah, then you had the Orphan of Kos, which I think was quite possibly the most ridiculous boss ever in a Souls-like game. That boss really kicked my ass. Mainly because I was just bad at, and like, if you knew how to parry the guy, it was obviously much easier to deal with, but I obviously didn't know what the fuck I was doing with the parrying. But man, oh, you can go through this entire DLC right now, and I just beat the final boss. That's it. What a boss. But wait, that's not over, guys. I'm not complete yet with this DLC. We had an optional boss fight, which was the dragon, and yes, I'll be fighting the dragon, because I said I would. I did it. Praise the did it. Huh? It's an old codger. You know, I'm gonna put something down. Where is it? Temperate. Praise the. Let's see. I'm trying to find a Dark Soul. Let's see. Let's see. I don't think it's gonna be in this one. Maybe items. Let's see. Object, maybe? Let's see. Praise. They did add some new things on it, like some things based on this DLC, but let's see. Geography. Did I even look at this? The dark spot. I have to be honest with everyone. If you know how to dodge and you can block effectively, that boss wasn't hard. The problem was, at certain spots, I had trouble dodging at the correct time, and then I got hit. And then other times, he did some attack that still ended up hitting me. What makes the second phase harder was those magic accursed skulls coming after you that really blocks your line of sight. Like, you have to react. Like, when you see him doing his jump, like when you see him in the air about to jump at you, you have, or lunge at you, you have to dodge almost effectively immediately, like right at that spot when he's about to come at you, like, that instant. And then the other times was the lightning really messed it up. But outside of that, the boss was not that difficult on a normal game, per se. I died twice, yes, but, I mean, it wasn't like, oh my god, it's too hard, I need people, like, if you're in New Game Plus, then yeah, it's gonna be hard. I was trying to avoid spoiling people because I actually, didn't know Gale was the final boss, although it kind of occurred to me that we've done everything in the DLC except for find Gale, so I'm wondering, wow, what the fuck? What's happening here? Like, you know what I mean? They don't have the Dark Soul here, son of a bitch. This sucks. I guess the best I can do is praise the dark. Let's see, change note. Praise the dark, and then... praise the dark, that time, and then time for, where is it, actions? Is there, no, actions is not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for, probably musings is what I'm looking for. Let me see. Damn it. Where's, oh, okay, happiness, misfortune, praise, let's see, what about, no, it wasn't techniques, maybe, no, it was, I'm gonna change it from dark to victory. I don't know where victory would be at. Time for victory, and then time for tears, because the end of the DLC that was it. The end of Dark Souls as we know it. No, wait, what? No, I wanted this. Let's see. Let's see. Praise the victory, and then time for tears. Maybe I should have said time for victory. Yeah. I'm saying that because that's the it. That's it. Now let's read this soul we just got. Actually, I just missed it. Soul of Slave Knight Gale. One of the Twisted Souls steeps in strength. Okay. The red-hooded wandering Slave Knight Gale sought the blood of the Dark Soul as pigment for the painted world, but Gale knew he was no champion, that the Dark Soul would likely ruin him, and that he had little hopes of his safe return. Oh man, look at that. So let me get this straight. So here's the thing. He wanted us into the painted world of Arian. So this actually follows up kind of the painted world. Gale wanted us into the painted world for the purpose, for what I know, to save the painter, the little girl. We don't know what the girl's name is. It doesn't really say it. Some people call her... I don't know. No, they didn't call her Shiva. They called her something else. They called her... I'm trying to think of the word here. They were calling her... well, actually, I think Vati Video from YouTube was calling her something else. So we go there because the way I see it, because I was asking people on, like, actually now I'm thinking about it. Why would Gale want us to go to the painted world if he's just gonna betray us afterwards? And I think that explains it all. he was normal and fine. He wanted us to go into the painted world to save it by saving the painter, by defeating Sister Freed and Father, Ariandel. Then she wanted us to go find Gale afterwards, which led us to the Ringed City for the Dark Soul. But this one is saying the red-hooded, wandering slave knight Gale sought the blood of the Dark Soul as pigment for the painted world, but Gale knew he was no champion, and the Dark Soul would likely ruin him, and that he had little hopes of return. This is telling you right there what it's saying. When we first entered the boss fight, and he said, "You, give me your Dark Soul now." You know what that means, right? The game is telling you from the very beginning of Dark Souls 1, 2, 3, that when you first start a brand new game or whatever, or, and starting the game over from scratch, the champion who is destined to defeat all bosses has the Dark Soul, because the thing is, by lore, the Dark Soul, and technically speaking, the Dark Soul is what allows you to gather souls from other people. So every time we kill an enemy, like those Ring Knights, we gather souls, right? And while as we play through the game, we don't really think of it at the time. Normally, if you're not thinking closer to the lore, it's like, oh, okay, we get some souls here, level up, we spend some souls on this material here and there, and you don't think of it at the time, like, huh, how are we able to gather souls? There you go. You gather souls because the champion, aka us, the player, has already had the Dark Soul from the very beginning of the game. The game doesn't tell you that, but it expects you to read between the lines and certain things, and obviously, between this description and between what Gale just said when we first came in, it was like, whoa, wait a minute. We have the Dark Soul, but this says it right here. He is no champion. We are the champion of the game. The player has always had the Dark Soul from the very beginning. So my next question would be, does that make the player, in a lot of ways, a descendant or a part of the pygmy? The one from the intro of Dark Souls that said he had the first Dark Soul. Remember? The intro talking about the pygmy and the guy who had the first Dark Soul. Does that mean that we actually are remnants of him and we're destined to, gather their souls? And then we also got something else, the blood. I don't know if that's even down here though. I think it's under key items. Yes, the blood of the Dark Soul, a pigment to depict the painted world. The blood of the Dark Soul that seeped from the hole within Slave Knight Gale, used as pigment by his lady and Ariandel to depict a painted world. When Gale came upon the pygmy lords, he discovered that their blood had long ago dried, and so consumed the Dark Soul. So this fool was a human. He wasn't even an undead like us, or give or take. I'm assuming we're kind of undead in this case. This guy was a human, and he swallowed and consumed the Dark Soul, which is why he went batshit crazy and started attacking us. Why? Why couldn't he just, if he knew he was no champion, why couldn't he just let us get the thing for him? Wow, man, what a DLC. And we're not done yet. I still have to fight that. I still have to tempt the dragon. That should be fun. And I want to do that now. This might be the last recording of Dark Souls until I do New Game Plus. I have to be honest. Really short. I mean, granted, it's like, if you count this video, this is the third video, this is going to be, like, combined with the other ones, 15 parts. I mean, okay, listen, if you combine actually, there's going to be 20 Ashes of Ariandel videos if you count the next 3. I mean, redeeming myself by beating Sister Freed on level 66. But, spoiler alert. But if you count the 17 videos from that one, and you count the 15 or 18 or 19, depending on how long it takes me to kill the dragon, you're looking at quite a bit amount of stuff there. So, I mean, you're looking at, like, what, 50 maybe? Maybe close to 50 videos? I mean, it's not that much. It's not that below. It seems not that short. Individually, it seems short, but in the long run, it seems fairly long, I think in total was like 60 videos or something on Dark Souls 2, all the DLC on that. So, we go to the shrine. Wow, man, I don't know what to say. I really don't know what to say. Wow, that was a truly an awesome boss fight. It does rank up there as the best. Now, apparently, New Game Plus, or whatever, it's going to be damn near impossible to beat him. I may not even bother after New Game Plus. If I do beat him, I'm probably not going to bother going through it all over again. Unless I really want to challenge myself, but I'm not going to do this on recording, so it wouldn't really matter.
For very well, then take.
Alright, so we have one level up. Do I put into strength? Do I put into dexterity? Do I put into health? There's diminishing returns with health, it looks like, because I think it was giving me like 25 before, I thought. Or do I put into faith? Or do I put into luck? For now, I think I would like to yeah, I'll put into strength, fuck it. Fuck it, you know, because look, at past 30, there's diminishing return, well, not really diminishing returns. I think 25 was diminishing returns. Yeah, I don't think I need stamina all that much, because I also have the Ring of Favor and Protection. So I'll just put it into strength, leave it as this for now. I think, yeah, this seems like a good plan. Alright. Now we go back up here, look at the soul that we got. I'm assuming we get his sword. I'm assuming it does, like, fire damage or dark. I'm assuming. Begin transposing. This is the Lifeland of Aldrich. Alright, this is the Furious Bolt of Lightning. We have the Nameless King here. The Soul of... Alright, yeah, we have this one. Soul of Slave Knight Gale. The Greatsword of Slave Knight Gale, the only weapon that he kept with him from the beginning to end. Originally an executioner's sword made for decapitation. This blade is heavily chipped and stained with blood of countless battles. Blade of Peril. A precarious technique unique to Undead Gale. Leap in any direction, slamming the greatsword to the ground, then follow with a normal attack for a large spitting slash. Or a strong attack to backstep and jump forward in an overhead slam. Wow! Wow, man, that is, and it's the same way, you know what, it's actually the same weight as the Black Knight Halberd. Wow, and it scales with strength. Man, that's pretty cool. That's really cool. I may want to get this, but unless there's something else of him I can get. No, there isn't. That's the only thing. Alright, so I'm looking at this just briefly, just making sure I'm not. Alright. Let's see. Gotta make sure. Slave Knight Gale, Twin Princes, Blood of the Wolf, Nameless King, Demon Prince, Dancer, Sage, Demon, Dragon Slayer Armor, Yomnic Giant, Boreal Valley, Old Demon King, Rotten Greatwood, Nameless King, Champion Gundar, Sister Fride. Ah! We get his crossbow. The repeating crossbow, okay. This crossbow, customized for repeating firing to face mobs alone, was wielded by Slave Knight Gale. Using the battles of an endless journey, this crossbow is covered with twists and dinks, rusted with blood and made extremely brittle from overuse. Repeat fire. Assume stance to activate repeat firing mechanism and repeat fire with normal and strong attacks. So I'm guessing with this it uses focus points, and you can continuously fire as long as you have focus points. Which is pretty cool, I guess, if you're looking for a crossbow. But, man, this one, man, I'm actually thinking about getting Gale's Greatsword. I don't know why, I think I just am. So, that's that. Do I have another... Can I level up again? It's 8,000. Oh, whoa, okay. It's 8,000. That's 10,000. Oh, 20,000. Never mind. I think I used too much right there. Let's see. No, not even. Actually, that was pretty good. I actually... Okay. And now I just need... let me see. I need 5,000. I think that'll be this one. Should be enough. Just enough. Perfect.
Ashford Link. Very then take.
Okay, so more strength. Fuck it.
Ashen One.
Alright, that's it! And then now we have to fight the other boss. Let's try him out. Let's see how long it takes. If anything, I may just, if I can't beat him in like 1 or 2 videos, or a couple attempts, I might just call it for today and continue tomorrow or something. But right now, we're kind of finished with the DLC. After I beat the dragon, I think I was told to go back to. Well, obviously I wasn't told because the thing tells you right there. We were supposed to go and deliver the blood anyway to the girl, and I think I was told. Well, actually, I was told, but they didn't really give me a description. I told them I didn't get to that part yet, so I said don't spoilers. But they said once you give the blood to the painting, something crazy is gonna happen. Now I don't know what that is. I'm assuming they meant the painted world. And I'm wondering if that means if the painted world's gonna be all on fire and then ice is gonna dissipate. That would be pretty sick. So let's jump into the next boss.